There you go. All right. Those guys are cool.
They're cool. They're good.
You know, rather than just walking up and being like, "Hey,
Let's talk football.
yeah, I want to be on whatever your thing is."
But let's make it football.
Well, but let's make the thing football.
Yeah.
I was really happy. I made everybody cry tonight.
I didn't cry.
Everybody cried.
Uh,
Hey, listen, I had some tears. It's okay.
Tears. It's all right to cry.
It's just, are you showing them and just weeping openly? I mean, do you run into the kitchen to hide the tears?
Do you? Or do you be a man
might
and
have
show
to.
it to everybody?
It was because of the wings. I was eating some spicy wings.
Yeah.
Oh, those
And
look
it was-
naked.
I accidentally stuck one right in my eye.
Right.
Yeah.
I got buffalo sauce in the eye. Right as that scene cracked off.
Well,
All right,
we need to explain to him why everybody was crying in this
Yeah,
movie.
so I've been on a zombie kick. So back in the day, like 10 years ago, 12 years ago, huge, into every zombie. I went down I've watched every zombie movie you could find, every B movie, every shitty piece of shit zombie thing I've seen. And then lately I've been getting back into that because I watch All of Us Are Dead on Netflix, which is great. I know you watched half an episode,
Yeah.
but
half an episode.
continue with the series. Yeah, continue with the series. It's really good. And I've been playing Dying Light 2, which is a fantastic zombie game. So I'm like, oh, I'm back into it. So I was thinking about what we could do, and I texted Patrick last night. Have you seen Train to Busan?
Yeah.
Not yet. Okay,
Not
it's
yet.
time.
And then I fell asleep.
You fell asleep. Oh, right
After
after
that,
yeah. You meant during the movie for a second. Wait, you didn't fall asleep.
Oh no.
So we watched Train to Busan. This is
Yeah.
a huge Korean movie from I think 2017.
Mm-hmm. You did
We're
hit
recording,
record, right?
Gong Yu is our main guy.
We
And
got.
it's,
Yeah.
you said, is this Snakes on a Plane with zombies? And I guess you were kind of right on
Yeah,
that.
in
It
a
is-
sense, they're trapped on there.
It is mostly on a train.
You
Well,
are,
there
in fact,
wasn't-
confined to a mode of transportation, publicly funded.
There wasn't an assassination attempt, which I think is what Snakes on the Plane is.
That's been years, but
Yeah.
they dropped a whole load of deadly snake. Yeah. It was not an assassination.
Yeah.
No.
But I mean, it's,
The same kind of premise. Everybody's stuck in.
Public transportation. Yep.
our main guy. He's separated from his wife. He's divorced, and he's got his daughter with him, and she wants to go see her mom on her birthday, and he's just the overworking dad.
Yeah.
He missed her little
The
recital.
Concert. Yeah, recital. Yeah.
The only
Thing.
kid I've seen complain about having two Wiis. Two Wiis.
So in that scene, he gives her
So
for her
many
birthday a Wii. And I thought this movie was a lot newer than that, but like presenting the Wii as a birthday present,
Mhm.
kind of, I guess, was
Well-
a context clue that it wasn't just last year that this movie was filmed, but it cuts off to
Yeah, it
her
was like
having a Wii already.
2007. 17?
Yeah, it's not that old.
4 years older.
So those Wii's have only gone up in price.
Oh, you're
New
talking about the
box-
Wii? I'm talking about the movie.
Talking about the movie.
Well, yeah.
No, the movie, yeah.
The movie is definitely not 2007.
2017, and she's getting a Wii for a birthday present. That's kind of like
Was it a Wii U?
No, it was a Wii.
regular Wii.
It's just a Wii. You got me wanting to look this up.
Yeah, well, and that's what confused me is it was like
Because I remember it was on Netflix years ago.
I think
2016.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay,
Switch was that
16.
well.
Yeah, it was originally on Netflix. I remember that, and then they switched
That's where
it
I
up.
watched it
yeah.
the first time.
Yeah.
But
Anyways.
I think Koreans are keeping the zombie genre alive because not only are All of Us Are Dead, that's a new series, Train to Busan, and then also on Netflix, Kingdom. Kingdom is the one I've been watching this week.
Yeah.
Kingdom is fantastic, man. It's like it's set during the samurai era, but in Korea. They're not. It's the Korean version of that time period, basically.
There's zombies in this one, too.
But it's zombies.
It's samurais versus zombies.
It's Korean
Korean
people with
samurai?
swords.
Korean
They're not
swordsmen.
samurai, but yeah,
The cultural equivalent.
they have flintlock rifles and they have swords.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's that sort of mid 1800s kind of era. But Kingdom, check out Kingdom. That's also really good. So it's just this weird thing. There's like this Korean revival of this because the zombies genre in the United States died.
It died. Yeah,
10 years, like
George
right, like
A.
10 years
Romero
ago.
stopped making movies, and we stopped caring.
Well, even when he made a couple more, they were terrible.
Well,
I
if
mean,
you like watch Land of the Dead, Land of the Dead
terrible.
was super
Yeah.
corny.
And then Walking Dead just kind of just died off.
Walking Dead
Yeah.
had an amazing
The
first,
beginning
was
like
really
2
good.
seasons,
Yeah.
maybe.
The comic was really good. I couldn't really get into the show.
First season of the show is great, and then it's like a slow decline.
Yeah, just
Well,
Yeah.
that's not the Koreans' problem because I agree with
Yeah,
you on
right.
that. The Koreans do make an exceptional zombie film. That was just like, and I know they got some chuckles. I thought the deer scene at first, in the first scene where he runs over the deer, and then he gets back up. I thought that was pretty well done. I thought that was pretty cool.
And the
Like the
deer's like-
eyes and everything.
It's got
like
that
it kinda
stupid
like
deer-
looking deer.
Stupid deer face, because
snaps
all
back
deer are
into,
stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty good.
Would have been better if we had zombie deer try to eat some people.
Yeah,
the
that's
last
like
thing
some Resident Evil shit. Zombie dog, zombie deer, zombie bats,
Yeah. Zombie toads that turned into
plague of
giant.
toads,
Yeah.
zombie toads.
Zombie toads. That's why I could never beat the original games. Zombie toads.
Do you guys want to cheers?
Yes.
Yeah.
To zombie toads.
Zombie toads.
Zombie toads. And the Koreans.
Smooth.
Yep.
So yeah, I mean, it's pretty basic setup. Gong Yu and his little kid, she's like 10 or 12, I don't know. They're on the train to Busan, and that's when the zombie apocalypse happens.
Yes.
Shit goes down, and they're fast zombies, infected.
Yeah, like World War Z zombies they'll chase after you.
Oh, really?
But they can only see in light. They can only see in light.
Which is a good inverse.
Yeah.
In Dying Light, which kind of you can get it in the name, the video game Dying Light, the zombies come out more at night,
Mhm.
and in the daytime they kind of just sort of they're around, but they're not as aggressive.
Sort of like I Am Legend.
And then in Kingdom, the other show I was talking about, the Samurai Not Samurai one, they actually sort of go comatose during the day. It's like they're actual corpses, because people are like, holy fuck, there's these corpses everywhere. We got to do something about this. So they start they're laying out these bodies and they think they're dead, and then the sun goes down and then they all get up. So
Mhm.
it's like,
Oh fuck! I might
Yeah.
actually have to check.
it's really
Seems
good.
like
It's really
terrifying.
good. But so this is the inverse. I guess maybe just their zombies have poor eyesight, so
Yeah.
it gets dark and they just
It was
can't
like,
see.
oh,
They're able
Yeah.
to use sound diversions and everything.
Yeah.
yeah.
So there's basically these great set pieces. They're on the train. Somebody, right at the last second, this infected girl runs on the train.
The very last thing, you pass the guard who's like, look at the
And he's
other one.
like,
Nobody sees her
Oh,
get
what was
on.
that? Oh, I don't know. Whatever.
Doopy doopy
You know,
doo.
and then she bites somebody, and then it snowballs from there. And so it's this small group of people trying to survive on the train. But you have these set pieces like,
You had the baseball team.
yeah, you got a baseball team. You got Sohee from Wonder
Yeah.
Girls.
For you K-pop listeners out
K-pop,
there.
yeah, for all you K-pop fans out,
Is she
all you
actually in
stands
like
out
a K-pop?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought y'all were just joking. 'cause
No,
Oh,
no. There's a lot of
actually-
K-pop artists that will do movies and shows
Why
and
wouldn't
stuff.
you? Of course.
Yeah.
Look up the song "Tell Me." It's a good one.
Yeah.
I don't think I've yet to hear a single K-pop song, and I'm gonna keep that going.
That's
as long
why
as I
you
can.
need to get on Wednesdays, I guess.
Yeah.
But anyways,
Anyway, so the K-pop girl.
But when I talk about like when I say set pieces, I mean like there's like say there's a scene where they're it's in the dark and they have to crawl up
oh yeah,
onto the
Baggage
baggage,
racks.
yeah.
Baggage rags. Yeah.
And they throw the thing behind them, that kind of thing, or they're sneaking past the zombies. There's the two of them, and then suddenly they go exit the tunnel, and then they have to hide behind the. So they're
seats,
just
yeah.
sitting there waiting.
Oh,
You know, there's these scenes where they set up these situations.
Yeah.
Um,
Make a clear objective. Of
getting
this.
pat hooking up with the baseball kid, and they wrap up their arms, and they got to get to the. They have
Oh,
to
yeah,
get to the other.
5
They're
carts up.
punching.
They're-
They're just punching. These
Tape up the
Koreans are just
arms.
punching the shit out of these zombies, smashing them with shields.
What do
and
Koreans
baseball
like? They like
bats.
taekwondo.
Mhm.
They like baseball.
They like to make you feel sad.
They've all been.
Oh.
They do. They love sadness.
Yeah.
They love
family.
dark. Yeah, they love family. That's true.
Yeah.
They have family, sadness, depression.
Are South Koreans based?
Oh yeah, dude. Totally.
Yeah.
One of the
Yeah.
only nations in the world where Christianity is actually growing is in Korea. There you go. There's maybe
He's gonna be going
there's
there
your
next week.
Arigato, y'all.
Yeah.
Bon voyage.
Arigato.
So he said Japanese. He said thank you in Japanese, and he said bye in French, or bonjour, hello in French. I don't know. In French.
Okay.
Good. Yeah, he's already
I know
3
some
steps
Spanish.
ahead of the
Korean, you
game.
want to say hello in Korean? It's annyeonghaseyo.
See,
Is
Annyeonghaseyo.
that what my future wife gonna be saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. Okay, we going to Korea anyway.
She'd be like annyeonghaseyo, oppa.
Oh,
And
'cause
she'll
I'm
come
Greek,
over and
she'll
rub
call
your
me
feet.
Opa.
Yeah, she'll call you oppa. Yeah, if you're lucky, she will.
Oh man. Oh. Anyway,
Even me saying that to him, he got a little excited.
Oh.
Yeah.
I see those
Mass
goosebumps on his
cringe.
arms
Yeah,
over
mass
there.
cringe happened just now. Yeah. It was-
I'm not cringing.
Everybody-
I'm ready.
Everybody
to
was
go.
like, oh, they
I'm
said
ready. We going
oppa
to
to Nick,
South
and he was
Korea.
like,
don't say
oh.
opa to me. You know, break a plate. Let's get this bad boy going. You know what I'm saying?
I think we drank too much before the review. I had some dude accuse me of spitting on his car.
We all seen it happen.
You spit on my car? Like he was expecting to say, "Yeah, dude, I totally spit."
Of course I did.
Yeah.
What are you going to do about it, sir? Do you want to settle this like gentlemen on the pool table?
There's always and it's like a pool manga, a billiards manga,
Oh hell yeah!
which gets then turned into an anime and then into a
Yeah.
Netflix series where
Oh.
I played by an African American gentleman.
I can see it now.
Yeah, with a full head of hair.
It's gonna be a lot of deep thought, like in Yu-Gi-Oh.
yeah.
You're looking at the balls,
If I
Like,
use
if
bottom
I-
English on
yeah.
this shot, but that might leave me with a bad lead.
but he could be thinking I should hit this ball.
But if I intentionally miss, he won't expect it. And I'll leave him with a terrible lead for his next shot.
The Train to Busan.
You
Great
guys
zombie.
want to say anything about this movie?
I would actually like to say that they kind of, with him being he was a funds manager, they kind of implied after the deer got run over and came back to life, they show him at his workplace prior to getting on the train, and they have him dumping stocks, right? They've got him sell everything connected to the project and get rid of it all.
yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
And then as he's kind of going through the train situation, he's talking to the guy who he told to go sell everything,
Yeah.
and he's getting updates about what's happening in different cities as well as
Where to meet him because they were gonna get him out.
right. And it didn't touch on this any further in the film, but I got the implication that he was involved financially with the company that might have been responsible for kicking it all off, because he gets that
The
call.
guy he was talking
Yeah.
to.
Yeah, he gets that call and he's like, "Did we do this? Are we responsible for this?"
Yeah.
And he tells him specifically. You can see his face kind of change. He's
Like he was an investor for that.
That
group.
company is
yeah,
what it is. Yeah.
Yeah. I got that. They didn't really touch on that
Yeah.
too much, but that was just kind of like a nuance. That was something I wanted to do.
There, I mean, if you go back to Dawn of the Dead,
hmm
Dawn of the Dead was a very much an anti-consumerist,
Yeah.
right? So
all of his films had a
Right.
undercurrent. Yeah.
so like they're in the mall and you have the shopper zombies coming back to the mall, right? They're going back to the place they know. They're
Yeah.
ambling in to buy their shit.
Yeah.
It's that is very much in the early
And
George Romero movies.
And at the same time,
Yeah.
the people that are stockaded in the mall are also similarly enjoying
hmm
the facets of being locked up in the mall. They're at the Nike store and shit like that. But that connects to this movie in the sense that,
The zombies like going to first class on the train.
never ride coach on a Chicago train. Never ride coach on a Chicago train. That's the biggest thing I took away.
Those zombies want those Jordans, and you want them now.
They want them now.
It's 2.5s.
It's a sound investment.
Yeah.
It's only going to pay off in the future. If you don't
Spend $5,000 now, get 10 grand later.
Why would
That's
I
all
buy
I'm saying.
Bitcoin when I could just buy some
Some
Jordans?
J's.
Yeah.
Get that money quick.
How am I supposed to load these Jordans into a magazine? This doesn't work at all.
Oh yeah, Train to Busan.
Yeah, Train to Busan.
Train to Busan.
It's a great zombie
It's
flick.
a good zombie movie.
Yes,
it is.
it
It
is.
really is. The Koreans do have a good clinch.
They know how to fucking tug on the heartstrings.
Mm-hmm.
They really do. And this is what I feel like Hollywood has kind of lost its soul for the most part. Now, there's a few. I'd say a few. There's like 2 good American directors. There's Ari Aster.
Mm-hmm.
Then there's the guy that did
the Witch and
that guy,
the
Rob
Lighthouse.
Rob something.
Rob Reiner.
Yeah, that guy.
It's
no,
not
Rob
Rob
Reiner. That's
I know
Meathead.
who you're talking about.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Meathead.
Yeah.
There's whoever did the Lighthouse.
Yeah.
That guy. So there are some good American directors now, but that actually have a vision of something they want to do. But mostly it's become this sort of, it's like fast food filmmaking. It's just like conglomeration of garbage.
Could not have thought of a better
If you
term
watch
for
the new teaser for the Rings of Power, the Lord of the Rings bullshit,
Oh, hell no.
I haven't watched it
it
yet.
is
Oh,
that.
God.
That's what that is. It's fucking trash. It's garbage.
But they had so much money thrown at it.
yeah, that's all you
Yes.
need is money, right? Just throw money. Let's not have anybody that's good at writing and understands the lore and the fucking
Actual
universe.
story,
The story. Yeah, we don't
Make
need
it very
that.
topical.
Let's just
Make it
throw
very topical.
$500 million at it. You know,
If you
or
take a
whatever.
close-up look, it's like you can see the seams in like the gauntlets and stuff, and the fact you couldn't tell that they threw as much money as they
It's just
did.
Train to
Sorry,
Busan.
But if you watch Korean show, and I've been watching
Yeah.
almost nothing but Korean shows for the past few months. They care about writing. They want to. They care about family. They really do. Every single one of them involves family. It's very
you
interesting.
become very emotionally invested very quickly, and
Yeah.
not because you want to relate to Spider-Man or anything like that. You become attached to these characters in the writing.
Like this movie, Train to Busan, it has a slow setup. It's pretty slow at the beginning because you want to see what this guy's relationship is like with his child and his wife, and it's a slow build up to where things happen, and it's so different than what you get in American television. It's just or television movies or whatever.
Media.
It's very different.
Mm-hmm.
Where it's like, let's have this lesbian with her head shaved do some badass shit. Movie.
Yeah. That's all you need.
That's all you need.
She just beat a really strong man. That says something about our society.
Mm-hmm.
This is probably the most unique review of Train to Busan that's ever been
It
made.
is.
I'm gonna say it's the most unique.
It
Come
is. We can go to scores on this.
I don't.
Patrick's like, pull the cord on this one. We gotta get out. We gotta bail on this one. We gotta.
I can see the comments now.
As somebody who has,
I came for the Train to Busan review, and
You're like,
we got so
we
many
get
different
these
things.
comments. You guys suck. You're stupid. I get a text from a close friend that may or may not have used to be on the channel saying like, "Your guys' audio is terrible."
They're not
Make it
talking
better.
bad about me on
Please.
the internet, are they?
No, not
No.
you. No.
No.
But-
Nice shirts.
Our audio is good now.
Yeah, it's way better.
But what I'm saying is, Train to Busan's great. It makes you care about the characters before they die. Is
Yes.
the thing. That's the thing, right?
Yeah.
And I was, your wife was embarrassed about how much she cried.
Oh yeah.
Everybody was crying a little bit,
Yeah.
I think. But she was like, "Fuck you for picking this movie," and I was like, "That's fantastic. I love that. That was great." If I can get a reaction out of somebody from watching a movie
Mm-hmm.
that I picked, that's what I want. That's perfect because I think this is a great movie, and the fact that she got so upset, that means she cared, that she was into it.
Mm-hmm.
It was believable.
Yeah, and it's like, and everything at the end of this movie goes to shit. Most of the people die, and it makes you
An entire train worth
you
of
get
people
fucking
die.
upset about it.
If
And I think
this-
it's great. I'm just going to give it 5 stars. There you go. 5
Mhm.
buckets of popcorn.
I'm gonna give it 5 as well. They've done a zombie movie rather well, way better than most of them
the
forever.
past 10 years
Yeah.
in America, at
Um,
least.
and yeah, same thing. They draw you in on the story. It's a good, solid story. I kind of want to see what the sequel was. I don't think it's in the same name, but it's like the same series.
They did a spin-off.
Yeah,
Train to Busan.
it's something else. I don't remember what it is, but it's the same one. But yeah, I kind of want to see that, see where it goes.
Yeah, I'm
Probably
gonna check
from the
that out.
mom's perspective. She's trying to make it to Busan and dies.
She's just trying to take a quick car
I don't.
ride,
I think the
15-minute
one.
car
I think
ride
what
to
they did
Busan.
has nothing to do. It's set
It's
in
got
the
to be with
same.
the
It's set in the
biological
same situation,
company.
but I don't think it has anything to do.
Yeah.
They need no public transportation involved.
No,
Bus
just
to
doesn't have
Busan
anything with the
train
characters.
It's like
Uber-
Speed, but it's with zombies.
Yeah.
Uber to Busan train station
Yes.
from 15 minutes. Or I think that if this, I'm unlike Nathan in the sense that I have not consumed a lot of Korean media. If I was going to, if I was going to suggest anybody as like they're dipping their toes in, I think this would be good because it is relatable as a generation of people that watch George A. Romero
Mhm.
films. You're going to be able to pick this up and watch this even without understanding anything about Koreans.
Yep.
And you're going to be able to relate to it. You're going to be able to see things that if you don't personally relate to, you can relate to through your family experience, whatever. It's the cultural boundary is not significant in this, and you can enjoy it as a piece of media. And if you choose to then get into the fact that Koreans are writing better movies,
Family is universal.
the family
Vin
is
Diesel
universal.
taught me that.
Yeah. So many times.
It is an emotionally responsive movie. I did get upset because the kids
Thank you.
like, don't leave me. Single dads. That's what happens. The kid says, "Don't leave me. I gotta go. Your mom's terrible."
Did they
Bye.
say that while zombies were chasing after you?
Honestly, that would have been easier to cope with. I'm also gonna give it 5 buckets of popcorn out of 5. I thought the movie was
5 out of 5.
awesome.
5's all around.
5's all around.
That movie was
15.
awesome.
Nice.
It was easy to. It was really easy to watch. I'm also a fan of zombie flicks, and it was definitely in there as far as classic undead films. And seeing that the Koreans really are in 2016, the last decent zombie movie we had was Land of the Dead, and you watch undead janitor pick up a NATO gun and just like his way all
Is
the way.
that the one where the zombie baby gets born?
No,
That's
that's
the
Dawn of the
that's
Dead.
the Dawn
That's
of the Dead remake. Dawn of the
Yeah,
Dead
That's
remake.
the one
yeah.
with Mackay Pfeiffer.
Yeah,
Right, yeah.
Yeah, and
Zombie, zombie
Yeah.
baby.
Zombie Baby.
That's a good moment in that
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah. With Richard Cheese's cover of Down with the Sickness. I'll never forget.
I know, you play that all the time here.
I
Back
think
in the day, I thought it was
Yeah.
I think pound for pound right now, Korea is the Koreans are the best filmmakers in the world right now.
if that's the sampler of how Koreans are writing their films and TV series, etc., I would say that's easily the conclusion I came to as well.
Yep.
There you go.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go turn off the sound.
There's Train to Busan. We hit that home run.
We